Hi, and welcome to Book Impressions. In this episode, I will give you my impression of the book, Dawn of Dreams. It's an epic fantasy sci-fi adventure, and it's in the Destiny Book 1, so we know it's a series. My understanding is book 1 of 4 in the Destiny series. And it's by author, I think it is Bronwyn Leroux. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Let's look at the cover. It's a beautiful cover. Oh my God, it's an amazing cover. I mean, the font looks really good. It's nicely spaced between the author's name. The photo is really clear. I can see this cover popping off a page when people are scrolling Amazon. I really can. It's a beautiful cover. But let's look at our blurb and see how this fits into the story. It says, we have some headlines. In a park, two strangers meet by chance. Maybe these are the two strangers. Only to discover they share a magical ability, and both their families hide the same secret. Okay. In 2073, Jaden and Kayla become friends and realize they can both see a terrifying creature that's invisible to everyone else. This must be that creature. Bonded by magic, they investigate their bizarre connection and learn their lives are built on lies and that reality bends in many directions. Determined to uncover the truth, they set out on an epic quest, but a malevolent force pursues them relentlessly, stopping at nothing to end their journey. Can Jaden and Kayla unravel the mysteries of the past and ensure the earth has a future, or will their world be forever cursed? If you live for futuristic paranormal fantasy, you'll love this breakneck adventure that reviewers are raving about. Grab your copy and find out why. Readers want to know, when is Destiny Book 2 coming out? Okay, we gotta hope that Destiny Book 2 is already out, but let's find out when this book was published. Let's see. Well, it has 294 pages in English, and it was published on June the 12th of 2020. So, since I am doing this in January of 2022, let's hope Book 2 is out. It is designed for ages 13 through 18, but if you're older, I'm sure you can still read this if you like fantasy, especially young fantasy. Some older people do. Okay, let's look at the price. The price is for Kindle as of January 27th of 2022. It's $2.99. Paperback is $10.99. Okay, and it has 153 review ratings. And let's go in and see what our star values look like. Okay, it has a total of 4.4 out of 5 stars. 5 have 61%, 4s have 21%, 3s have 13%, 2 has 4%, and 1 has 1%. So they're not too bad. Let's look at the 5 stars. Okay, and 5 stars. The headlines are reading, great read. Sci-fi fantasy adventure. Captivating. Dawn of Dreams awakens dreams of adventure. Fresh force in a sci-fi fantasy world. Okay. Action. Excellent fantasy. Wonderful. Enjoyed every minute. Can't wait to read more. So these 5 stars are giving some pretty good ratings. Let's look at the 4 stars. Okay, 4 stars. A unique gem. A good read, imaginative. Time stretching. Very fun read. New intriguing sci-fi world. I enjoyed this book. Wait for the second book to be released. Verbose with a slow plot beginning, engaging ending set up for a series sequel. Good kids in a difficult place. Great young adult book. So some of these actually could have been 5 stars. Let's look at 3 stars. So. Descriptive but slow paced. Yeah, if you're a person who don't like slow paced books, this could be problematic. But if you're willing to go with the flow, hey, if you like fantasy like this, you probably run after it. Okay, medallions and sliders and gapters, oh my. Drawn out. Sometimes people say when they're reading a series that oftentimes they don't feel a book should be a series. They feel like sometimes the author drags the book out just to force the series. I don't know if that's the case here because I didn't read this book, but some people feel that way. Anyways, look at 2 stars. It says, although the premise was good, it was way too young adult for me. And I think, if you don't realize this, you don't look at the age of 13 through 18 and you get this and you're older, you might have a problem with it. So they were willing to admit it out loud. Let's look at 1 star. This is where you get people who don't read the genre. Well, they didn't really say why. They just kind of gave it a 1 star. Okay, so let's look at Bronwyn Leroux. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's look at her bookshelf and let's see if all 4 of these books are available now since the first one was done in 2020. Well, let's see. I am seeing a few other books by her, but I don't know if I see anything from this series of Destiny. Let's just go to her actual bookshelf where her autobiography is at, and we can find out. She looks like she's a fantasy author, though, from what I can see in her other books. Like she writes a lot of fantasy type books. This must be Bronwyn right here. Okay. And she looks like she has a blog right here. So you can go and read her blog and find out what she writes about and what she talks about. It looks like she's talking about her writing process. So that's interesting. She's got some books that haven't popped up yet, but most of them are running between $3.99. She has a free book. I wonder if it's a series or the 99-cent book is. But let's look at her autobiography. About Bronwyn Leroux. Born near the famed gold mines of South Africa, where dwarves are sure to prowl, it was the perfect place for Bronwyn to begin her adventures. They took her to another province, her Prince Charming, and finally, half a world away, to the dark palace of San Francisco. Wow, the majestic, I'm having to wait for my computer, it's running slow today. Although she has a very interesting autobiography from what I'm seeing. Okay. While the majestic Golden Gate Bridge and its bay views were spectacular, the magical pool of the Colorado Rockies was irresistible. Bronwyn's family set off to explore yet again, finding a sanctuary at last. This is Bronwyn's perfect place to create alternative universes. Here in her mind can roam and explore, and she can conjure up fantastic books for young adults. And she does have a website at https://bronwynleroux.com or at Bronwyn Leroux. Her bookshelf did finally come up, and I'm seeing them here. And it looks like maybe all 4 books are there. I'm seeing Dawn of Dreams, and I think these are the other part of this series. Dog of Doom, Door of Destiny, and Duel of Death. So I think the 4 books are there. Alright, and she's got some others. Okay. She looks like she does some other things outside of writing her books. I'm seeing some of those low content planners that a lot of writers do, planning and kids kind of type books on the side. A lot of writers do that. Okay, let's I don't see anything else. Okay, well anyway, what I will do is I will link down in the description this book, so if you want to come over and check it out and look at the other 4 and all her other things, I will do that. And if you like this content and you would like to hear more, I hope you'll subscribe to this channel. This is Book Impressions. Until next time, signing off.